What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have episode 41 today of the Vikings franchise, and today we're in week 4, ready to take on the New York Giants for the first time in this franchise series. Now, I spoke a little bit last week about the Giants and also about our situation this week. Just a quick recap in case you didn't get a chance to see episode 40. I highly suggest you do because it was a very, very good one. But if you didn't, we had a tremendous game against the Eagles, winning by a pretty good margin, and saw sort of a resurgence of Taylor Hopkins after finally tying his overall with his strong arm and field general and hopefully knocking some of the weirdness out of his play. Now, will that carry on? I don't know, but we're going to find out today as we take on the Giants, and we have something ahead of us today. We want to get Timmy Peoples the ball. We want this guy to get 150 yards because we want this guy to get to star dev. Touchdowns are going to help, but getting that $150 is going to help him that much more. So we're definitely going to try to get him into some favorable matchups to hopefully get him to that spot and get him off of that normal track. You know, like, come on, man, we got to get him up there. Star, superstar, something. But anyway, before we do that, I figured we should take a look at the Giants since we have not seen them yet this year. We know they're 2-1. We'll recap their season as well. And then after we get done with this game and we sim past to week 5, we're going to get a chance to re-sign Antoine Whitehead, or at least give him a contract offer. And also, we're going to take a look at the rest of the league's stats through week 4, see where the guys are standing throughout the rest of the 31 teams. The New York Giants are still run by Daniel Jones under center, and I said before the season he's on a tight rope, right? He's on a tight leash, and he's been sort of just existing in this offense. Very pedestrian numbers. It's been carried pretty much by Saquon Barkley, and for good reason. He's 98 overall. He's one of the best running backs in the NFL, I think, when he's healthy. He's had a really rough go of it in real life, which sucks because, you know, him coming out of Penn State, man, I thought he was going to take over the NFL by storm, but he never really got a chance to do it consistently. He's been doing it for us, for the Giants in this franchise, and we are looking to contain him as much as possible this week with our game plan. So we went ahead and did the inside run on defense to try and contain him, and basically what I want to do, man, is I want to see if Daniel Jones can beat us through the air. If he can beat us through the air, we deserve to lose this game. But I refuse to sit here and just let Barkley run all over us, so we're going to do our best to try and shut that down. And even behind him, Deontay King, who they just drafted this year, a formidable player. I think it was the second round they got him. But we'll have to keep an eye out for him to come into the game once in a while. He got a touchdown earlier this season. I think it was last week. Receiver-wise, they're mediocrely stacked, sort of like us, except we have Justin Jefferson, right? And they don't have anybody that's crazy OP, but they have a lot of guys that are good to great. Kadarius Toney, 86, Darius Slayton, an 84, Cortland Sutton, the former Lion, now with the Giants, at an 83. They brought in Paris Campbell. They drafted Dwight Weathersby. This is his 3rd season, and then Diego Bautista was drafted last year. At tight end, sort of the same as what the Eagles were. Caden Smith, Ross Dwelly, and Harrison Bryant, all of them right there next to each other, 76, 75. Nothing that we're going to be too concerned about, but we know that tight ends can get to us, man. They always do. So we always have to be on the lookout, but hopefully, at least it's not a guy like Gesicki, right? I hate that guy with such a passion because of this franchise series, but I love him in real life. I mean, awesome tight end. I hope he does good things for Miami, but in this franchise, I hate him. Overall, the line has actually improved quite a bit. One of the knocks on the Giants in real life is that their line is just not there, but Thomas has formed into a pretty good left tackle. They have Eric Flowers here, who is a mediocre guard, but better. He's serviceable, you know? Brandon Linder at center. Mitchell Watkins, who they just drafted 4 years ago now, and Jay Howard, who they also drafted a few years back, have formed a pretty solid line for them. Defensively, they do have some pretty good players. I remember looking through their roster and trying to help them with their roster moves this past season. Devontae Ford is an awesome player on the outside. Josh Gilbert, another guy who they just drafted not too long ago. Him and London Parks right here neck and neck. Dexter Lawrence is an animal, 6'4", 342 pounds. I moved him to D tackle in here just because I get in real life he's playing on the end, but with the people they had, and by people, I mean Devontae Ford. Ford was the defensive tackle, and Lawrence was the defensive end. And I just think with that size, running a 34, the guy that weighs 340 pounds should be in the middle. And, we'll see how it works out for them against us. At linebacker to start things off, it's Dean Coleman, who won Defensive Rookie of the Year last year as a edge rusher for the Giants. Adrian Bean in his 4th year, along with our former linebacker Eric Kendricks, the first time we're seeing him outside of a purple uniform. And then Azeez Ojulari, who is not really blossomed as much as they'd probably like, but is still serviceable. They also have Taylor Pratt, who they brought in a couple of seasons ago. Corner is especially stacked, but they do have an injury. Stephon Gilmore is hurt. He is out for 6 weeks with a ruptured disc, which means that Adoree Jackson and Darnay Holmes, man, I butchered that guy's name last week. We saw Darnay Holmes get one of the weekly awards. I think it was week 1. So he will be the starter alongside Adoree Jackson. And then Jordan Weston, the second-year corner, will be able to play in the slot along with Tarquin Hearns. I'm almost wondering if I should go and sign a 5th guy for them since he's hurt for so long before we start. I probably will. Xavier McKinney is at the free safety spot still. And then Ben Moss, the guy that they drafted 4 years ago and also got a Player of the Week nomination last week. So this defense is actually making some noise in the secondary, something we're going to have to watch out for. And of course, it's coming with the week that we are expecting to get Timmy Peoples 150 yards and some touchdowns. So that's a good matchup for us to keep an eye on. Okay, so I went ahead and I did sign another corner for the Giants just so that they have 5. I just feel like that is a solid number of corners to have available just in case of, injury during the game, maybe fatigue, something along those lines. We don't want to take advantage of them just because they had an injury. So I went ahead and I signed Sammy Smith, who was a guy we actually had on our practice squad for a minute. And I cut one of the 3rd string linebackers that they had that really wasn't necessary. So now they have a full team to march out against us. Before we get into this game, let's go and check out the stats that they have accumulated so far this year so we can get an idea of who we have to keep an eye on for this game. So as I mentioned, Daniel Jones has had a pretty easy or a pretty laid back season so far. He hasn't had any real negative impact on the team, but looking at the 3 games he's played, he just really hasn't ever put forth much effort. 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's 64% completion, so not good, not great, not bad either. Or good, not great, not bad. 200 yards a game. He's right about 100 yards rating, so not too bad, but he's not really our focal point. Saquon Barkley is our focal point. Through 3 games, he has 319 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging almost 6 yards a carry. And even Deontay King is getting in on the action with 21 carries for 91 yards. This team is a running team, and we're going to have to make sure we keep a close eye on letting Barkley get loose. Darius Slayton appears to be the big playmaker for them, averaging 17.6 yards a catch. Well, whereas Kadarius Toney is more of the safety net. 18 catches, almost twice as many as Slayton, just shy in yards and 1 more touchdown. Cortland Sutton starting to ramp up a little bit with them, and then Caden Smith coming in, and then Barkley as well adding some through the air. I mentioned this defense before. They actually have a pretty decent unit. Devontae Ford is leading the team with 3 sacks. Second-year man Dean Coleman only getting 1 sack so far. I do expect that to change eventually. He wasn't the Rookie of the Year for no reason. Dexter Lawrence adding 1. Ben Ross, the strong safety, has 2 interceptions, which is leading the team. I believe he got them in 1 game, though, which was last week. And then, no surprise there to see Eric Kendricks on the list of interceptions. We know how talented he can be at the linebacker position. Darnay Holmes coming off of a big performance last week as well. And then Stephon Gilmore. Overall, not too bad of a team. I think we really need to keep an eye on Barkley. And if we can do that, I think we have a pretty good chance of winning this game just because I don't think Daniel Jones is the guy that can beat us on his own. So, that's all I got to say. Let's get down to the field and let's take on these New York Giants. Week 4 is here. We are in Vikings Stadium once again to take on the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, our former linebacker Eric Kendricks is in attendance today. And we are here to see, can Taylor Hopkins build off of last week's game? Was it a fluke game? Or did he turn the corner with our latest upgrade? Hopefully we can answer that shortly. but it's going to be a big game tonight. We need to be stout on defense and be ready for anything, because these are the kind of games that can get you sort of second-guessing yourself, you know, when you think you have it figured out, and then something completely different comes out. But let me shut up for a minute, and let's let the Vikings drum take it away. Oh, yes, the Gallahorn. I love it. Nothing better than Vikings football and hearing that Gallahorn play before the kickoff. We get to kick things off on offense this week, and it is, once again, Hopkins coming out, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception, 850 yards. What can we do on this first drive here? I do want us to be able to establish the run game a little bit better than we did the week prior. We didn't run enough, and we really weren't able to find much holes against Philly's defense. Let's see if we can get some better looks from the Giants. First play, a throw outside to Glover, and it's going to be good for 5 yards. Blitz was coming off of that right side. Hopkins does a nice job there finding the spaces in the defense, and now handoff to Glover. And Glover out to the 27, met by former teammate Eric Kendricks, who is wearing number 44, if you guys are wondering, in this game. 3rd and 1 coming up. Handoff, Glover, he's going to get the first down. Nice job of the line. It's Dexter Lawrence wrapping him up at the 32. 2 carries, 9 yards to start things off. Love when the crowd yells first down, like 30 seconds after it happened. 1st and 10. Another handoff to Glover, and Glover's got a nice crease off to the left side, and he'll get out to the 39-yard line. When we see him start to break these runs early is usually when we're in for a good day for him. Hopefully that is the case today. And this time we're going to fake it to him, and oh man, a blitzing corner. It's Darnay Holmes, we just talked about, coming on the corner blitz, and he gets through for the sack to take away the momentum we were building up. That's a great play call. He sneaks inside of Darisaw after already getting kicked out from Ojulari, and just has a nice crease straight to the quarterback. Hopkins didn't even see it coming before he was already going down. Can't be too mad at him there. Great play by the Giants defense. 3rd and 8 now. And on 3rd down, Hopkins back to pass. And he's going to go down again. Fumble. Luckily, Darisaw falls on it, but it's Azeez Ojulari getting the pressure and forcing the fumble. And after a quick start to the drive, we are going to find ourselves punting it after 2 straight sacks by this Giants defense. We saw his stats before the game. Now it's time to see what Daniel Jones can do. Giants defense played really well for them to open things up. And now it's time to see if our defense can do the same. Giants feeling a little bit after that quick 2-sack performance. And on 1st down, they're going to fake it to Barkley. Jones has got time. It runs out, and he finds a man over the middle. Who is that? Oh, it's Darius Slayton for a gain of 13. I swear to God, if we start letting Daniel Jones go off, I am going to be mad. 1st and 10. Quick drop back for Jones. Dropping back under pressure. Throws a duck, and Caden Smith brings it in at the 49. 2 of 2, 20 yards. There it is. 2nd and 3. Barkley. This time, no, another play action. And, wow, a quick pass out to Kadarius Toney. I really like, man, I'm almost upset, but I like the play call here. Because if you don't know, when you do inside zone, inside play action is a weakness of yours. And now they've called it on 3 plays in a row almost. Quick drop back now. Pressured again, but he gets rid of it once again to Caden Smith. Cam Curl there on the coverage. Short routes there. The spot route is what Smith got us on the last time, and he gets us again. 2nd and 5. Giants driving fast all the way down to the 30-yard line as Jones is back to pass again. Another quick throw to the right, and this time it is Cortland Sutton making the catch. Down to the 24. Gain of 6. Wow, they haven't even tried to run it yet. And now it's empty backfield. Jones back, stepping up, and he's going to go down. Markel Ware with the sack. Very nice job, Danielle Hunter and Martin Jefferson forcing him upfield into the waiting arms of Markel Ware for the play. That's what you call a team sack right there, because it was not just Ware, not Hunter or Jefferson. It was a team unit, and it paid off. 2nd and 17. Finally get a handoff to Barkley, who breaks free of one and charges his way down to the 22-yard line. A nice pickup there, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. And here, as long as the Giants don't really take a huge loss or a turnover, they're going to have some points after this drive. Oh, going deep, and it is out of bounds. Looking for Tony, but he was standing out. And they will go ahead and settle for 3 to open things up. An excellent first drive, really, and good play calls. A little upset about it. 3-0 Giants. Last drive started out well, but ended poorly with 2 sacks. What can we do this time? Hopkins in the shotgun. He's going to throw it on 1st down. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught by Jefferson, streaking up the field out to the 40-yard line. A nice play. Nice quick strike. And Jefferson using his speed to turn up field. And now 1st and 10 from the 40. We need to get I can't even say his name. Peoples. I think I was trying to say Timmy and Peoples at the same time. It did not work. Either way, a nice run by Glover on 1st down. And now 2nd down. It's Oscar Pitts in the backfield. Derek Wiggins in motion. And it's a handoff to Pitts. And Pitts with a big lane out to the 40. I tripped over my word again. Oh, boy. All over the place for this game. Excited. 1st and 10. Those are the runs, though, that gets me excited is Oscar Pitts. Hand off to Glover. And Ojulari there brings him down at the 38-yard line. I feel like this is a game where we're going to have to establish the run first to try and, hold off this pass rush. Quick throw to Jefferson once again down to the 32. Now 3rd and 2 again. Peoples is in the slot with not a soul on him. If we did a quick throw to him, this could be a good one, but we don't. It's a... Oh, we get Derek Barnes. Nice short pass. Just a little crossing route there. And we'll get the 1st down to the 25. And now we are sort of in the same position as the Giants. Driving down the field here, but can we get ourselves in the end zone instead of having to settle for 3? Hopkins looking under pressure, and he's going to run backwards and take the sack. And look who it is. It's Dean Coleman getting back there for his 2nd sack of the season. That was the exact last thing we needed to have happen because now we're almost out of field goal range. 2nd and 23. Hopkins back. Lets it go, a dump down to Barnes to get back down to the 34. And now 3rd and 18. We need a really big play here. I almost just run it and take the points. We have not been very good on these 3rd and very long situations. Hopkins lets it go over the middle, almost picked off, batted down. And we will take the points. It'll be a 51-yard attempt for David Wallace. Well, I'm not signing you if you don't make this. He didn't make it. Huh, I can't sign him now. 1st down for the Giants. They're going to hand it off to Barkley, and Barkley gets out to the 45. 2nd and 5 now. Giants sort of surprising us here in the 1st quarter. 3-0. And another handoff to Barkley, who meets... Who was that? It was Jeremy Chin in the lane, and it's going to go for a gain of about 2 yards. 3rd and 4 coming up. And this is going to be the last play before the end of the 1st quarter. Giants have controlled it the whole way through. Back to pass, and oh boy, another sack for Markel Ware. Flag down. Let's see what it is. And it's going to be holding, which we are going to decline. And we are going to get the ball back. Markel Ware, 2 sacks so far today. Okay, 1st drive, sacks ended it. 2nd drive, 1 big sack sort of derailed our plans. What can we do on our 3rd drive out? Hand off to Glover, and Kendricks meets him at the 29. Glover started off really good. I'm hoping we can keep him going that way. 6 carries for 27 yards so far. Quick drop back. Hopkins got to throw the ball here. Don't do this. Okay, he throws it away. Thank the Lord. Just throw that thing away, man. 3rd and 8 now. Hopkins. Quick throw over the middle and a strike to Derek Barnes. Out to the 45. 2nd, 3rd down conversion for Barnes today. And now Oscar Pitts comes back in the game. 1st and 10. Big formation up front, and it's going to go to him. And, oh, boy, he is met immediately by Adrian Bean. And he's going to go down at the line of scrimmage. They saw that one coming. 2nd and 10. They're crowding the line there. Hopkins, blitz is coming, gets rid of it downfield, and it is caught by Derek Barnes again, but they say out of bounds. No! I thought he was in. Man, that sucks. 3rd and 10. Hopkins now chucking up deep, one-on-one in the end zone, and it is incomplete. Looking for Wilcox, but he could not bring it down. And man, we are not good. We're not starting this game out good at all. Thanks to a magnificent punt once again by A.J. Cole and Floyd Beckwith. We have a chance here to safety. Can we make it count? No, we can't. We will bring them down at the 3-yard line. Whitehead coming through the gap. I would really like us to get a safety. We really don't get many of them at all. 2nd and 8. I do expect them to go back to Barkley here, which they do, and Barkley is met by Alexander at the 5. Not much room there. 3rd down. And let's see if they go for a 3rd straight run or if they try to attempt a throw here. They do have two receivers out in a stack formation, and they are going to throw it, and Jones gets rid of it super fast, and it's caught by Tony, and Tony's gone. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and oh no, he gets stopped. Tony is killing us. Mike Hughes got burned again. Look at this, a duck thrown. This is the 2nd week in a row that a duck gets thrown, and we fail to capitalize. Tony makes the catch and takes it almost all the way to the house, but gets stopped at the 2-yard line. The Giants about to go up 10-0 on us. Barkley gets stopped at the line. Wow, I really didn't see this coming, guys. I thought we were coming into this game in a really good spot, but, you know, any given Sunday. Fullback in motion, handoff, Barkley, and he is shut down again. It was actually Dion Lewis getting in on the action. Third and goal. I formation once again. They're going to pitch it this time. Barkley cuts back up inside, but it's not going to work. And guess who? It is Lewis once again making the stop in the backfield. And we are going to at least force a field goal, which after that big play can only be seen as a win. So far, our offense has been pretty stagnant. And, well, we need to do some type of answers back here soon. Hand off to Glover. And Glover is swallowed up at the 26. Dexter Lawrence was not having any of that. Hopkins, I mean, he's not had a bad day so far, but he's not had the day we saw him have last week. That's for sure. Hopkins going deep again. He's got Whiting, and he's got the, no, he dropped it. No. Oh, my God, he had it. Deontay Whiting had it, and he dropped it. 3rd and 8. And now, oh, my God, everything is going wrong. Hopkins looking scared again. And throws a duck, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and the Giants got running room, finally brought down, and they're going to get the points they needed heading out of the half. I don't know, guys. Do I have to pull Hopkins again? I mean, he just had such a great game last week. Fans are booing. We're going to open up the second half with the Giants at their own 18-yard line. Jones over the middle, and we get the interception now, and it's A.J. Alexander jumping in front of the route. It looked like the tight end was the intended target, and we are the ones. That was a huge play. He was looking. Who was that? Was that Bryant? Yes, it was. Harrison Bryant, the intended receiver. We jump in front, and now we have our best shot of the day. The defense making a huge stop for us. And now can Taylor Hopkins shake the rust off from the first half and lead us into the end zone here? Hopkins back to throw. And he's going to go deep to the end zone. And it's, oh, he had Jefferson, but he could not haul it in. Working against Weston, I believe it was, the second-year man. 2nd down. Handoff, Glover. And Glover able to push forward to the 22, but it's still going to leave us with 3rd and 6. I'm not a fan of the runs on 2nd and long like that. I really don't like it. It never seems to work in our favor. Now we're sort of in a third and medium position now. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. It's Derek Wiggins, the backup tight end. And he gets us down to the 12 for a first down. I think it's the first pass Hopkins has completed in almost a quarter. I don't think he completed many passes at all in the second quarter. First and 10. Hopkins will throw it again. Hopkins lets it go to the end zone, and this time it's caught. It's Timmy Peoples in the back of the end zone, and we're finally on the board here in the third quarter. And this extra point will now bring us within 2 points. Out comes Daniel Jones after that first interception of the day. Can the defense turn up now and really start bringing us this ball back? First down. Has to chuck it up deep down the field, and it is caught over the head of Mike Hughes again. Cortland Sutton, the third receiver now. This is becoming a serious problem with Mike Hughes. We have seen him getting beat on multiple occasions, and now it happens again here against not even the starting receiver. A handoff to Barkley, and he's down to the 29-yard line. You know, just not something we expected to see after his season last year. Second down, pistol formation. Jones to pass it. Under pressure, and he gets hit hard. And luckily, the Giants are there to recover it. But Hunter forcing a fumble. We just could not recover it. And now 3rd and 16. I really hope we can capitalize now, because that fumble not going our way might cost us on this drive if we can't get off the field here. Jones going deep to the end zone, and it is incomplete that time. Hughes actually playing well and batting it out of the back of the end zone. And oh man, they're going to try a field goal for themselves here. 54 yards. We saw a miss from Wallace from 51. This guy, he's got nothing. Oh, unfortunate. And now we're going to try our own long field goal, 50 yards this time. Wallace has already missed from 51. This would put us in front if we can make it, and it is good. He makes it to give us the lead, 10-9. Way to clutch it out, Wallace, after the miss. Jones doing a nice job of shifting over to the right a little bit, getting that ball out quickly. Uh-oh, this time he's under pressure again, and he's not going to get away from Martin Jefferson. Another big sack for us. I think that's sack number 6 on the day. Martin Jefferson chasing him down from behind. And now it's 2nd and 18. Single back formation. Tony in motion. And it's a throw out of there. And another sack this time. It's Antoine Whitehead. I think that's his first of the season. And now 7 sacks on the day. New York way back at their own 32. 3rd and 24. We just can't have a meltdown here. And we get the job done. Another stagnant drive last time out. And this defense just keeps giving us lifelines. We got to take one and do something with it. This time, Glover finds a gaping hole over the middle, pushing his way all the way out to the 48-yard line. Best run we've seen since the first quarter for him. And I can appreciate us not going away from it. Man, this line's got to do a better job up front. Hopkins back, quick throw over the middle. Whiting makes the catch. And Whiting down across midfield to the 43-yard line. Another nice pickup of 9. And we got the bunch formation on 2nd and short. What do we do here? And we're going to go handoff to Glover with another lane down inside the 35 to the 31. Thought he was going to get held up, and then it looked like he almost got loose. Unfortunately, he was not able to get it any farther, but hey, a big run's a big run. Handoff to Glover again. That time, though, they are ready. Jordan Weston, the corner, making some huge plays again for the Giants. 2nd and 8. It's another handoff to Glover, and this time he's able to muster up 5 yards on 3rd and 3 here to open up the fourth quarter. We come out in a bunch set, and we're going to throw it. Hopkins lets it go, and it's caught, but short of the first down. He was looking for Jefferson, and Jefferson was there, but so was Darnay Holmes. And, oh, man, we're going to go for it? Oh, this is different. I don't know if I like this. 4th and 2, we're going for it, though. And we throw it to the end zone, and it's a touchdown by Peoples. I like it now. I like the call now. That was a gutsy play there, a gutsy call. And Hopkins just says, forget the 2 yards, we're going to take 6. And now we go up 17-9 here in the fourth quarter. And yes, they are going to go for it. 4th and 3 from the 38. They have a big formation, 3 tight ends on the line. I expect Barkley, no, a quick pass, and it's intercepted now. Cam Dantzler with the interception, and we get the ball right back. Jones on 3rd down, lets it go over the middle, and it is caught, and another fumble, and we get the ball back. I'm going to leave that in just because I love the sound of it. But yes, 4-0, another big game for us, and we represent well at home to go 3-0 at home, 4-0 on the season. And next time out, we will take on the Cleveland Browns on the road. But what a showing here in this first quarter of football. Looks like we have yet another nice roll for the player upgrades after that game, Quentin Nelson being one of them. We are going to get him up a little bit better balanced with the agile. There we go. Justin Jefferson gets one. That's awesome. And we're going to go... Oh, there we go. Route Runner gets him up to a 98. And he gets 1 to speed. How about that? 92 speed now for him. Antoine Glover gets one. Definitely doing elusive there for him. And Floyd Beckwith again gets one. He's getting a lot of them. I'm obviously I'm happy about that. Let's do zone this time. We did man last time. We'll do zone this time. And we get +3 to zone. That's helpful. That's very helpful. 73 zone now, 71 man. Still waiting for him to get that awareness. He hasn't gotten any upgrades to awareness yet, which sort of not very big fan of that. I was hoping he'd get more, but he's not getting it right now. So Peoples didn't end up getting his breakout, of course, but he did get a pretty good jump start on his next upgrade. Now he's up to almost 5,000 XP, and he just got one not too long ago. So I guess we just have to take it as is. Maybe we get another shot later to get him out of that normal funk. But we did get some upgrades from beating the Giants. We had the QB check-in thing. I did a check with everybody, you know, like team mentality. And now because of that game, everybody's getting 2,500 XP. So I'm just going to run through the roster here quick, see if we have any more upgrades, which we obviously do for Derek Barnes. Jeremiah Rutherford gets one. There we go. Tyrone Bullard gets one. Gonna add that to scrambling. Kenny Williams. Another step up for Kenny Williams. As he's starting to really shine through. I think we need to keep going at his I think we need to keep going at his route running. Try to build him up for the slot. But I'm gonna keep doing route because we do need that. Actually, his release could really help too. Too physical. Catching traffic, catching, and 1 release. That's helpful. Now he's got 82 catching traffic, so yeah, that was pretty low. Wow, a lot of guys got upgrades because of this. Derek Wiggins got one. Man, everybody's getting them. What are you losing overall? I hate how the game does that. Do an upgrade and you lose an overall because of some dumb thing. Mike Lewis gets one. That is helpful. Wanting to work on him a little bit more. Who knows? He might be a guy that if we keep building him up, he could end up just starting in place of Tomlinson next year, depending on how our offseason goes. Whitley got one. That's very helpful. That is definitely very helpful. We're still trying to work on that pass pro. He gets pass block finesse. Dang, we really need to get that pass block and run block power up, though. I'm gonna just abandon the pass pro. Take it from me, it sucks. And Elvin Marion gets one. We're just gonna do that one. There we go. Hey, look, he got 2 pass block on that one. I should have done that with Whitley. I'm gonna have to remember that next time. One more pass pro. I think that's everybody on... Yeah, that's everybody on offense. Defense now, let's see. Oh, man, we got a whole bunch of upgrades. Whole bunch of upgrades. Damn, Dantzler's going to get one. Let's do man coverage. Let's do that one. Martin Jefferson getting another one. This team's about to go up a whole bunch of overalls. Jason Reddick gets one. Do zone for him. +1 to speed and acceleration. That's a really good upgrade. We have some really good young corners. I just realized that. Nazir Ward. Luckily, Nazir Ward was only hurt for that game, so he will not be missing any time, which was awesome to find out. Do another upgrade to run support. I think I'm going to start building up his run stopping a little bit, just because, I mean, we obviously need him to play the run. He plays the run really well right now, but if I can get his block shedding up and things like that, I mean, he's already great at pass coverage. So add him to that. Whitehead. I think I want to go run stopper. He is such a thumper. I want him to be that, you know, that guy in the box for us. Still gets one-to-man coverage. He's coming along really nice now. Look at these stats. And his man coverage isn't the best, but I don't care. His zone coverage is good. Agility is good. Speed and acceleration is good. How dare I ever say I was going to replace him? Alexander gets an upgrade as well. Dion Lewis gets an upgrade. We're going to give him run stopper. See what he gets. Play rec and tackle. Najee Harrison getting one, which is awesome. We're going to do that to pass coverage. He just looks like a beast, doesn't he? Okay, and then before I get too far in advance, I did want to let you guys know about the stories that we got. So the first one, of course, we went over the one with Jadarius Love from Southern Arkansas, but then racking up catch after catch, the list for most receptions in a game for a Miami player now starts with wide receiver Lewis Holly. That is the #1 receiver on the board. He's 6'5", 222 pounds. And I'm not going to lie, I'd love to draft him. I have a problem. Another mispractice was the final straw for Tennessee State, who announced today that star free safety Curtis Waddle has been kicked off the team. So a safety that we didn't think there's any free safeties there, but now that they're getting a story, that's something to consider, you know? And then we just had the reactions about Curtis Waddle being kicked off of the Tennessee State team. But now let's go ahead and let's advance to week 5, and then we can take a look around the league really quick. I know this might be a little bit longer video than I anticipated, but hey, it is what it is. We have a lot of stuff to look over. And here comes Antoine Whitehead. He wants a big contract, and honestly, he deserves one. 5 years, $59 million, and I gotta offer it to him. There's no way I'm not going to. He's forcing fumbles for us almost every play. We're going to offer him 5 years, $60.5 million, and hopefully he accepts it to stay our linebacker. And there we go. Antoine Whitehead agrees to terms on our contract. He is going to be here for another 5 years, and I cannot wait to see what he brings to the table. I lied. I'm going to re-sign David Wallace. I'd be stupid not to. He's a great kicker. And I'm probably even going to give him an extra couple of years on top of that. Up it a little bit. But yeah, we're going to sign him for 4 years, $17.5 million. There we go. We have our kicker now. And then looking at the rest of the list here, it's really just fill-in guys. Not a whole lot of big name players. I'm interested in bringing back a few of these guys, but we'll see what happens once the time comes. But we did what we needed to do for the re-signs. Taking a look back at week 4 after the advance, it looks like Kansas City had a very close game with Baltimore, but ended up coming out on top 28-26. The Steelers take on the Jets and win 24-17. The Jaguars beating the Bengals, and now that's 2 weeks in a row, I believe, for them. Houston knocking off the Colts. Chicago really bringing it to the Lions, beating them by a wide margin. Same for the Panthers in their rematch with the Falcons, end up beating them. I think it's again. Yeah, they beat them the last time as well. So the Panthers sweeping the Falcons. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Patriots and winning 38-24. The Saints beating the Miami Dolphins. The Raiders really beating the Chargers. The 49ers win by a big margin against Arizona. Denver wins in a shootout with Washington. Is Pritchard playing good again? Oh, not the greatest. More like Javonte Williams going off. Tampa Bay going down to the wire with LA but comes out on top. Philadelphia bouncing back after last week, beating the Dallas Cowboys. Tennessee beating Seattle. And finally, Green Bay winning a very tough matchup against the Browns. It seems like the Packers are just playing opponents 1 week ahead of us. Last week they played the Giants, which was our opponent this week, and now they played the Browns this week, and we play the Browns next video. Last thing that I wanted to go over is I said I would start going over the league stats more, and this is me doing that. So after 4 weeks, Tua Tagovailoa is leading the NFL in pass yardage, also in touchdowns. Jordan Love leading the league in interceptions, tied with Dak Prescott. Nick Chubb leading the way with 484 yards on the ground, followed by Najee Harrison and Christian McCaffrey. Even Aaron Jones getting in on the mix, a couple of 400-yard rushers here. Nobody really outside of the norm once again. I don't see any new names here. Passing, though, you see a lot of new names. Zach Hardiman, his first season starting as the Texans quarterback. He is actually off to a pretty decent start. 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Parker Pritchard, a few more interceptions, but not too bad of a start. He's on pace, really, with Zachary Farr. Zach Wilson, 10 touchdowns, no interceptions for Zach Wilson. That is surprising to me. Daniel Matias, having an up and down year. Joshua Clifton, 8 touchdowns, only 1 interception. So you're starting to see some of these younger guys start to play through here. Michael Pittman leading the league in receiving with 440 yards. Amari Cooper right behind him. Christian Kirk, Darnell Mooney, Auden Tate. That's a surprising name to see, Auden Tate. Antoine Whitehead leading the league in tackles. Danielle Hunter leading the league in tackles for loss. Danielle Hunter also leading the league in sacks. Tre'Davious White, after his 3-pick performance, now leads the NFL in interceptions. Fred Warner right behind him. Chris Barnes, Adrian Amos, and Ben Moss. This is what I want to see. Fumbles forced. Antoine Whitehead leading the way with 3 fumbles forced through 4 games. Now that we've had a chance to catch up with the rest of the league, it is time to wrap this video up. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Please consider subscribing if you're not already, leaving me a like on this video, letting me know what you think. And, what do you guys think of Taylor Hopkins? It seems like he was a little bit colder this week than he was last week, but he still pulled it out for us. Let me know what you guys think about this new format I'm doing, where I'm trying to be more inclusive with the rest of the teams and also in my processes behind the scenes. If this is something that you like, let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.